Welcome back to Inside Sigma Tech. We'll be recapping the quarterfinal playoff games. We'll be discussing Brendan Sorsby to Texas Tech. He is now a Red Raider. And then we'll be previewing the semifinal games coming up this weekend. But first, let's give a shout out to the Lady Raiders, 16-0. Best start in program history.
They deserve it. They deserve it. Hey, I will say, they always start out pretty good because they never play anyone good until
They usually start out like
usually they start like 11-1 and then they finish like 16-16 because they get to Big 12 play and they always
16-0 is impressive.
But they started out good this year, and I was curious to see how they would perform in Big 12 play. They're off to a 3-0 start.
Also,
legit, they're ranked.
7-foot girl just joined the team.
7'1".
7'1".
I saw some highlights, and she just calls for the ball and she gets it and she just dunks it.
You don't have to be crazy when you're 7 foot tall.
Nope. No, you can just stand there and
or just reject people into the third row. She's done that a lot as well.
She has done that.
All right, let's move on to the biggest upset of the weekend. Miami takes down Ohio State 24-14. Miami had control of the entire game, I think.
They didn't have the third quarter.
But
first 1, 2, and 4, they had complete control. But that third quarter, they had me worried. Yeah. I thought, okay, Ohio State woke up. It's time. They're gonna take it over and they'll win. In the upset, no. Miami took back over and said no.
Miami belongs. They're a good team. They're a great team.
Opposite,
you cannot even remotely say that Miami should not be in the college.
No, they're winning.
I was surprised when I saw it at first, but now that I've seen them play in the college ball,
they're good. They're good.
But
they got the talent everywhere.
The complete opposite of UDG. I was like, it's 17-14, but the way Miami's defense is playing, like I don't see them giving up another touchdown, and they didn't do that.
They didn't.
They scored another touchdown.
You're not wrong.
And Carson Beck had to be feeling pretty good, having an opportunity to face his old team.
Yeah.
But
he didn't. We'll get to that later. The second game of the weekend.
Let's take a moment of silence for the Texas Tech offense specifically. No, actually, let's give a round of applause for the defense.
Yep.
They belong. Best defense in the nation.
Great job, defense.
Offense did amazing.
Let's take a moment of silence.
We're done. No, we're done.
That single-handedly might have been the worst offensive performance I've ever seen from a college football team.
Yeah. You know, it's bad when you can say that I sat on the couch and I scored just as many points as the team I like. It's horrible.
I had more confidence that the defense was going to score a touchdown than the offense.
Yeah.
That's not great.
That's an issue. I think our defense, if you just gave them the ball on the offensive side, would have done better than our offense did.
Could not have done worse.
Could not have done worse.
Put Lee Hunter at quarterback.
Put Lee Hunter
at Jacob Rodriguez.
Put Jacob Rodriguez at quarterback, and we're moving the ball down the field.
Hey, I don't know if I'm the only one who thought this, but I thought there was a time where he should have just put Griffiths in.
I agree.
He should have put Griffiths
I think
in.
fourth quarter, you might as well just
do
throw
it. That's what I said. When there was
in
like
there.
8 minutes left, and then we threw the interception, I was like, dude, put Griffiths in.
Yeah, put Griffiths in.
It can't get worse than this.
Yeah.
Put Holden Phillips in.
My dad and I were discussing that
Put
literally
Jacob
earlier.
Rodriguez in at quarterback.
We were like, put someone else in at quarterback in the fourth quarter. Like, it is ridiculous. It was ridiculous.
The defense played phenomenal. If
Defense
anyone
played
says that Tech's defense didn't belong, you're an idiot.
You didn't watch the football game.
Tech's defense gave up 6. They gave up 6 points.
I think the defense gave up 3, maybe 6 points. I think the offense gave up 20 points.
Offense
off of just turnover in the red zone.
You fumbled on the 1. You fumbled in the red zone. You have a pick in the end zone. That's not necessarily on the offense score-wise. And then you have another pick.
I don't think they scored off of that.
Well, no. Remember what they did score off of?
Because of the special teams.
Was they scored off of the offside on the punt. Tech's defense forced a 3 and out. And then he was lined up offside.
Special teams gave up 3.
On 4th and 1.
Oh, I forgot about that. It was just a rough day to be a Red Raider. I was there in the stadium.
I'll just say it. The better team won.
The better team.
They're 100% a more complete team.
Better team won, that's why we are going to go on to Alabama, Indiana.
Score 23 points.
Yeah, defense can't score you points, really.
All right.
I mean,
Alabama, Indiana, Rose Bowl, 38-3, dominant game.
Wasn't
Indiana wasn't a game. Alabama came out didn't do anything. Indiana didn't do anything in the first quarter. Went on to score 17 in the second quarter, and then it was just a blowout from there.
I mean, I think Indiana dominated the whole game.
Oh,
There wasn't really much of a competition.
no. Fernando Mendoza proved his Heisman.
Yes.
Alabama.
kept it like decently interesting. It was all right.
I mean, it was 17-0
and then
at
Ty
half.
Simpson gets
It was
injured.
just-
Well, but that's like two. It could happen. It's two
Yeah.
score. And then
I mean,
Ty
it did
Simpson-
happen.
They
It
came-
did
remember
happen.
They came back from 17-0.
But don't act like Oklahoma didn't do
Ty
everything
Simpson
they could to
gets
lose that
injured,
game.
Game over.
Yeah.
All right.
No offense to the backup. I don't remember.
I mean,
the
that
name,
was
but
a great,
You can't do that.
great game by Indiana.
Not against Indiana.
And I think they're favored to win the national championship by a lot.
They should be.
They're good.
I
should
think it'll be.
the only team that was truly not affected by the bye week.
Yeah.
No, that's true. They
They came out of the gate.
So
firing.
what is it now? 1-7.
1-7
All right,
for
we're
teams
not
that
even
have
gonna get into that.
the bye. We'll wrap back around to the playoff, what we think the playoffs should look like next year in a little bit.
All right.
So now we'll go to the Ole Miss Georgia game.
Georgia.
Great game.
What a game!
What is there not? What
What
is
a-
there not to
what a
say about
game.
that game? Wow. What a game by Ole Miss
Insert
and Georgia.
insert DG short intro.
Wow.
Wow! you have to start every short.
Ole
like
Miss
that.
started the game with 2
Wow.
field goals, and then Georgia woke up, and I thought the game was over.
So
Yeah.
I thought Ole Miss,
I thought it was too.
I thought Ole Miss had a great little run. You went up by 6. Okay, that was cute. You're done.
I'll be
And
honest.
then
I
Trinidad
thought
Chambliss said, "No,
Said,
No, I'm good.
I'm him.
I am going to throw the ball for 300 yards and win us this football game."
okay.
It was.
It was disgusting.
It was one of those games that I was like, whoever gets the ball last is gonna.
It's
win.
gonna
Oh,
win.
yeah.
So what I thought, whenever Ole Miss got the 2 field goals, I was like, okay, cool, you're up 6-0, but you're not putting the ball in the end zone. Eventually, Georgia is going to do that, and they won't stop. And then Ole Miss they scored a touchdown, and then they go for 2 for some reason. I don't know why they did, but they did. They didn't get it. 12-7.
Well, because
Georgia-
they were up by 2. If they,
I mean, they wanted to get
They're trying to
four.
get a
Yeah.
3-point game.
If they kicked the extra point, it's 13-7. It would have been a 6-point game.
I mean, they were going to
Oh,
get
you're
a
trying
touchdown.
you're trying to be up by a full score.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't get it. Georgia scores 2. It's 21-12 at halftime. In my opinion, I thought.
Yeah,
it
I
was
thought-
wraps.
yeah, I
was
thought
like,
it might have been
Georgia's gonna
They had a
win.
good little run.
Good run, Ole Miss, but Georgia's gonna win.
I don't know what the halftime speech
But-
was,
Nah,
but
they
it must
came
have been a
out-
great one.
No,
Firing.
Must have been a great one.
Ole Miss touchdown. Georgia field goal, 24-19. Going into the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter, so much scoring. Touchdown Ole Miss. Touchdown Ole Miss, 34-24. Touchdown Georgia. Field goal Georgia with under a minute, 34-34. Ole Miss drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
What a beaut. It was, what is it? Was it 50 plus? It was.
It was like
It was not quite a-
I think it was a
it was 47.
45.
It was
Yeah.
47.
That's still not a chip shot.
No,
Still not
not
a
a
chip
chip
shot.
shot. And
Well, he
he
made, like-
he,
Well, he
he
made
made a
a start-
55 and a
55 and
56 to start the
Dude,
game.
and
And then
Kicker.
they would have
he-
been good from
Dialed.
67. What? 65, 66, 67?
Well, but it was from 55 and 56.
Anyways.
Anyways,
But they would have been good.
No, yeah. There was a lot of
They were great
mess
kicks.
to end the game, but
yeah, the final
All in
second
all,
lasted 30
Ole
minutes.
Miss comes out with the win, and Ole Miss, it is safe to say they are not affected by Kane Liffen leaving.
the defensive coordinator who stepped up to be a head coach just doing fantastic.
Yeah,
They already
they
announced
look
them for
good,
next season.
Oh, they should because
They did.
and they
if
eat.
you can win in the playoffs,
You can win in the
You're
regular
you're
season.
good as a head coach.
And I could see either Miami or Ole Miss winning that game. So
Yeah, that's a coin flip.
I think it's.
So, should we go to predictions?
Should we discuss playoff format first, or go
I thought we
to?
weren't doing that. I thought we were just doing.
No, let's.
We can do it?
We'll include that. We'll go. We'll put that at the end. That'll
Okay,
be kind of
we can
our
do that
our
after-
thoughts at the end. So
the
let's
end.
go to
Because
the
usually we finish
preview
with predictions.
game. Let me see what the spread is right now.
It's Miami minus 3.5.
Miami
Ooh,
minus
Miami
3.
minus
Miami's favored.
Miami's favored by 3.5.
See, I would not have predicted that. I'm gonna
I
be
think
honest.
they're the better team,
I
but I
agree.
think Ole Miss has a higher ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
Like Miami, athlete for athlete is better, but Ole Miss.
Ole Miss wants it.
They have the
Ole Miss
intangibles.
wants it.
No one expected them to beat Georgia,
No.
and they did it well. They put on a show. I think Ole Miss will either win or lose by less than 3, Because it's 3.5. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, they play on Thursday?
Yeah. It's quick.
January 8th.
That's so weird. Okay.
But no, I think Ole Miss will win. Honestly, I think they'll just win.
You think they win?
I don't
You
think they'll
think
lose by less
Ole
than
Miss
3.
is
I think
gonna
they'll
win?
just win.
They'll just win.
Okay, so you're going. Ole Miss
I'm
is
going
going to
Ole
win.
Miss.
Easton, what do you got?
I mean, I've doubted Miami twice.
I have picked against them all 3 times.
I've picked against
You don't believe in
Miami
Hurricanes?
twice. I didn't. I thought that the game in College Station was gonna be close, but I thought A&M was gonna end up winning because it
That's
wasn't
fair.
College Station. If it wasn't Miami, I would have picked Miami. Next round, I thought Ohio State was just gonna blow them out of the water.
Everyone
I
did.
thought they had no business playing Ohio State, and man, did they prove me wrong. I picked against Ole Miss. Did I? I might have picked against Ole Miss. I think
No,
I
you
picked.
picked Ole Miss.
I picked Ole
For
Miss.
sure.
I picked Ole Miss.
Yeah, that was your win.
That was my
Yeah,
one win. We all went 1-3.
Yeah, we went 1-3 this week.
Yeah, I picked Ole Miss. I
Yeah.
was wrong about the other. Yeah, I was wrong about the other 3.
We all picked Ole
you
Miss.
picked.
No, I picked Indiana.
Oh,
You picked
did.
Indiana. Yeah, that one didn't
Okay.
age well for
All right.
I said Alabama was gonna win. I said lose by less than 6.
I don't think a lot of our picks from last week aged very well.
I said
they
lose
didn't.
by less than 6. I did not say outright win.
Because I think I think we said Ohio State was going to dominate. I said
Well,
Tech was going to
Everyone
dominate.
thought that. We definitely.
I knew
thought that.
I said Indiana, so I got that one right. And then I think I said Georgia was going
You
to
did say
win, but it was
Georgia.
going to be a close
You
game.
did say that.
Okay. So
So what's your pick?
I'm going to ride with Ole Miss. I think Ole Miss wins, but I would not be surprised
Oh yeah.
if Miami wins even by more than 3.5, because if Miami wins, they host the championship.
Oh my, they
That's true.
They will host
They will.
the
It's
a
national
home
championship. So they're playing to compete at home for the national championship.
That is ridiculous.
That's gonna fire them up.
All right.
But Ole Miss has
Yeah,
just
but
Where do they
Ole
play?
Miss
Ole
is
Miss has looked
built on being fired up.
unstoppable.
They play in Phoenix? Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Or Glendale, but yeah.
So we both have Ole
I
Miss.
picked Miami first round.
Good pick.
We thought
Then
you
I
were
went
crazy.
against my boys, the Miami Hurricanes. And I'm not going to make that mistake twice. Miami will win, and they're going to cover, and they're going to host a home playoff game
That would be ridiculous.
in Miami.
Didn't
It's
even
going to
get
be
host a first round.
Didn't even get to
playoff
host
game,
the
by way.
first round because they were saving it for the
the
national
championship.
championship.
Interesting. They could have played in the Orange Bowl too, which would also have been at home.
That would have been
They could have had
funny.
3
They could have
home
had
games.
They had
in
3 home
playoffs.
Miami's going to win the football game. Ole Miss had a great season. And
I don't know.
Ole Miss had a great season. But Miami is going to win. They're going to go to the national
I wouldn't be
championship
surprised.
and host.
I wouldn't be surprised either.
I'm going to segue into
Go
the
ahead.
next game.
Go ahead.
They will host the Indiana Hoosiers in Miami.
4 points. So we
4
go
point
3.5,
spread.
3.5.
We'll go 3.5.
Yeah.
Or do you want to go
Indiana.
4.5? That's a little different. 4.5, 3.5.
I would say
They're
I'm
only
fine with
favored by
3.5.
4.5.
They're favored by
Right,
4.
4.
They should be favored by 4T. No, not really. But they should be favored by,
Bro is still Oregon.
I
hater.
think, like 10 points.
Indiana.
Reasonable.
Where's the game being played?
Doesn't
It
matter.
is being played in Atlanta. So it's
That's-
going to be a
It's
hefty.
closer to Indiana.
It's going to be a
but
hefty Indiana crowd, I
Indiana
think.
handled Oregon in Eugene, traveling all the way across America. I think they're going to handle them. I think Indiana will play Miami in the national championship. I think they'll take care of business and win by 10 plus.
Against Oregon?
I think watching the Tech game, I think Indiana is going to be able to slow down their offense. And I think Indiana's offense is good enough to go score
Oh,
a decent amount of points on Oregon. So I'm going to give a score prediction. I think they'll win by 10. I think they're going to win 34-24 final score
Okay.
in Atlanta.
So they won by 10 last time. You're calling that again?
I think they'll win by 10
They
again.
won,
slightly higher scoring
they
game.
won 30-20 in Eugene.
Correct.
Yes.
All right.
I agree 100%. I think Oregon's a good team, but I think Indiana is head and shoulders better than anyone else in the college football playoff. And Alabama's not a bad team by any stretch. And I know this. The Ty Simpson got hurt, but 38-3.
It's pretty. That's
That is a
domination.
dominating win in the quarterfinals.
Yeah, that's domination.
That's ridiculous. I am scared of the Indiana Hoosiers.
Yeah, I think they're gonna be good.
I think if they start like they did last week, I think they handle it the entire game.
For sure.
And I think they will. Because if you can play after 26 days rest, you can play off 7.
Yeah.
I think Indiana Hoosiers win by 10, if not more.
All right. Well, I'm excited for the game on Thursday and Friday.
Does he not get to pick?
Do I get a say in this game?
Sorry. I thought. I was like, oh.
Oregon is a great team. They proved that against Texas Tech. They are a top 4 team in the nation.
Mm-hmm.
Good job, Oregon. But Indiana's offense is so high-powered. And I know Oregon won 23-0 against Texas Tech, but their offense really didn't impress me an insane amount. They played a good game, but their defense is what really kept them in the game. But Indiana has a quarterback named Fernando Mendoza.
Heisman winner.
Heisman winning quarterback. I said he was going to lose against Alabama. Boy, was I wrong. Indiana wins by 14 plus against Ole Miss to get to the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl.
Well, Indiana's not playing Ole Miss.
Indiana will beat Oregon.
They will in the
To
championship.
play, I said to play Ole Miss in the national championship in Miami, Florida.
Okay.
So we all have Indiana.
Yeah.
We all have Indiana.
DG and I have
Y'all have Ole Miss.
But
I have Miami.
The last time we all had someone, they ended up losing to Miami. So.
Well, they also ended up
I could
losing
see
to
Oregon winning, but
Well, yeah, that's different.
All right.
Man, okay.
National championship predictions while we're at it.
Yeah, because
Sure.
it's just one game.
You
Indiana.
Have Miami. You go ahead. 'cause
Indiana.
You have
Indiana.
Indiana.
It's not.
It's. I
No
think it's pretty
disrespect
obvious.
to Miami or Ole Miss.
Until-
Whichever one wins.
Until one of them proves me wrong, Indiana's gonna win.
Indiana's gonna win. The
I
nine.
think Ole
Fernando
Miss-
Mendoza.
I'm
is
gonna make a
unstoppable.
team shock me.
I think Ole Miss has a better chance of beating Indiana because of the higher ceiling, but they're going to have to play a perfect game, and the
For
ball
sure.
is going to have to bounce their way multiple
But
times.
If Miami is playing in the game, they'll have 75.
they
they'll
will be on
they'll have-
average better, yes.
They'll have 75% of their fan base.
But they
there.
need yeah, that's true. The home game does help you a lot, but
But
you
also
still have to
tickets
play
are expensive. It's
fantastic.
Okay, but
you
they
know.
live in
If
Miami,
my
Florida.
team is playing in the national championship where I live,
Dude,
I'll be there.
You live in Miami, Florida. You're not hurting with money.
And if you are, you're saving so you can go to the national
hey,
championship.
fair enough. All right. We all have Indiana winning the national championship. Y'all have Indiana, Ole Miss. I have Indiana, and Miami. Let's discuss a new transfer joining the Red Raiders. Just
number
in,
one quarterback.
just in
In
18
the
minutes
Florida.
ago. Sorsby is going to be a Texas Tech Red Raider. We got the number one quarterback in the transfer class.
No, we love
Don't
Baron
show
Morton.
disrespect to Morton.
I scored the same amount of points as Baron
We
Morton.
get it. We get it. He had a bad game.
Baron Morton. It's
He's
a-
had-
Bad? That doesn't begin to describe it.
Baron Morton is a true Red Raider.
He's a
He
true
was-
Red Raider.
He was through.
It was a-
I am.
I felt bad for the kid.
He was with us through the thick and
He's a
the thin.
fantastic guy, just not a fantastic quarterback.
Yeah. He'll always be welcome at Texas
Hey,
Tech.
at least he didn't pull.
Hey.
At least he didn't pull a Cade Klubnik and like was favored to win the Heisman in every
Yeah.
single poll. And
Hey,
they go 6
he'll
and
always
6.
be welcome here. He
Actually,
started
they
it.
went 6 and 7,
He was a part of starting it. He was there when we were not so good,
and he was
and
there
and
when
he
we
stuck
were
it out.
a natty contender.
And
I'm being overly rude. He did a very good job.
and you know,
But you know, we're getting
I give my
Brendan
respect to
Sorsby
him,
now.
but it was time for him to graduate, and now we got Sorsby. And I think
And,
with
hey,
that, we're gonna bring in some good receivers.
Yes.
And we're gonna have a
Cam
chance
Coleman.
to win. If we can get
Please,
Cam Coleman,
Cam Coleman, if you
Cam
watch
Coleman,
this
if you
video,
see
this
this,
whole video,
I'd be
please.
baffled.
that would be insane.
please come to Texas Tech. We'll win a national championship.
I'll
Our
make a short
defense
about
is
this and
reloading.
tag him.
Our defense is reloading.
I'll make it
Yes,
short.
yes. Our defense is reloading.
Coleman, please.
Our offense is getting way better. We're gonna have a bunch of weapons. We're gonna win. We're gonna go 12-0. Next season, we're going to win the Big 12 championship. Then we're going to go on and win a national championship. I'm calling it here first.
Okay.
Texas Tech are your 2026, 2027 national
I won't
champions.
believe it when I see it, but the way things are going,
If we make the
That's not
playoffs, I
crazy.
guarantee you we will score more than 0 points.
we will score more than this year.
Okay,
That
one
is true.
thing I will say about Morton is he was very injury prone in his career.
Yes,
He's
that was
had
an
he's had
issue.
a
Not necessarily your fault.
He's
but-
had a broken leg for 2 years.
Yeah.
Wait, we need to call out Leftwich. I don't like. He was also a part of the issue. I don't think his play calling was very good.
I agree.
No.
So, you
run
know.
up the middle, run up the middle.
So-
what are they
Screen
going to do on
pass.
third and long?
I just had to
Pass.
include that before we were only slandering Morton because he
No.
didn't have a great game plan to
Well,
work
and
with.
hey, and I'm not gonna lie, Oregon's secondary did a great job covering Tech receivers.
They did.
I didn't see many
They
of
did.
Tech receivers open. I'll be honest.
I think Terrence Carter was the only person usually open,
and he wasn't open.
and he wasn't open that much.
So he looked for Virgil, and Virgil wasn't open.
Virgil wasn't open. I don't think our receivers were that great all year,
Yeah.
to be completely honest. I think they were good, but they're not great.
But
Not-
and-
Carter was our
playoff caliber.
Carter was our best receiver, and he didn't get open. But he's coming back. So
Yeah, he's
Yeah. The entire time I was watching the Tech game, I'm thinking, if we somehow, by a miracle, pull this off, what are we doing next week against Indiana?
against Indiana, oh gosh,
Nothing.
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 We're scoring 0
Oregon
points.
has a much better chance because they're a better team all
Yeah.
around, 100%. So I thought even if we pull up this random miracle win, it's not going to matter. Tech
No.
is not going to win the next game.
No.
Okay, so let's go on to our opinions on the playoff bracket.
Okay.
So much
Deej,
yelling.
would you like to start, or would you like me to
DG
start?
can start us off with this topic.
They've made it very clear they strongly disagree with me.
It's
I
a
don't
terrible
care.
take.
I'm sticking to my guns.
It's a terrible take.
16-team playoff.
That's fine. I like that.
6 conference championships.
And that is where you lose
make
me.
it in the
That's where
playoffs.
you lose me.
That's a terrible.
You would have had
take.
8.
Nope,
You would have had.
Nope, I'm not done. And then
You're putting 7 and
the
5
top
Duke
10
into the playoffs.
The top 10 teams make it along with those 6 conference championships. And it's not, I feel that they're the top 10. You have a mathematical way of proving that. Get rid of the committee. The committee is...
There's always going to be a committee.
always
you know,
gonna be a
the
committee.
committee is touchy-feely. I think maybe, no. Have a proven way to prove who's the best team. I don't know, and that's probably easier said than done. But it would stop all this argument of, oh, I think this team should be in. I think this team should be in. No. We need to have a way, like the NFL. The NFL has
Deej,
like 10
if they
tiebreakers.
could do that, they would.
DG,
I think you have to find some way.
You're putting 8 and 5 Duke. Into
You
the
have
playoffs.
8 and 5 Duke in the playoffs.
This is an outlier year with the ACC.
You have Tulane.
7 and 5 teams.
Hey,
making
it's
it.
an outlier year, but
Okay,
that
and
in this situation, in this year, you would have 3 teams that
Yes.
no way deserve to be
Yes,
in the playoffs.
and then
And
then
at
so-
least Duke and Tulane. James
Yes.
Madsen actually showed a decent fight.
and then
no, they didn't.
You get rid of the
They were
bye
down
week.
by 40 at half.
You get rid of the bye week, and you have the one play the 16. So you have no bye weeks, but you have the tune-up game against the worst team. So you don't. Every team has the exact same momentum. No team can say, "Oh, we had 26 days off. That's why we lost." It's every team has the same chance, and you get rewarded by playing great in the regular season by playing a lesser opponent to start the playoffs.
All right, Joe, you said your take.
Yeah, that's
We're done with
that's brutal. just
I'm right.
just brutal.
You're not right.
So my idea is I agree with the 16-team playoff. I think that's a smart decision. I think it would get every single person in that deserves to be in.
I have the same issue.
I don't necessarily enjoy the confirmed conference champions necessarily make it in because I don't really enjoy. I want the G5 to have their own playoff. I don't really want them in there. So actually, I'm changing mine up. I'll go 12-team playoff and get rid of the G5 and put them in their own playoff. 12 teams. And then I'm going to go, so first round playoffs, it needs to be right after the conference championships. We're waiting too long to start the games. It's 2 weeks before even the first round games start. So I think we need to get rid of that. We'll play the first round games, and then the second round games, that's when the teams need to be able to host. There needs to be 2 rounds of hosting at their home field because I just feel like you're putting yourselves at a disadvantage when you haven't played for 26 days and then you have to travel halfway across the country or wherever in the world you got to go. I think there need to be 2 rounds of playoff games, and that's Easton. That's kind of what you've been saying, and so I think that would be the best way to fix that. And I just think it would even out overall. You wouldn't have as much time off. You would get your home game. You would get your advantage for being the bye or being the 1 through 4 seed. And the issue would be is money for the bowl games. I feel like you could figure that out. Maybe you could. Actually, I'll let Easton touch on this one. But yeah, I'm going with 12-team playoff, and then first and second round need to be home playoff games, and need to shift down a week right after the conference championship.
So you want to keep the bye week, but it's just not a 26-day bye week.
Yes, like it would be
It's
2
more
weeks.
like a
Like you would
2
play on the 19th when they
conference
did,
championship.
and I feel like that's fair because you get your week off, and that's like not crazy. That's like a good you get your week off, but then you play the next week. So it's like you get rest, but it's not you're not playing for a month.
That's true.
All right.
I don't hate that idea.
Easton, take it away.
So Joe basically just now.
Yeah, I kind of went off of yours. Talk about like the first round, like the bowl game, like what you
Like the conference championship aspect that I was talking about earlier.
just. I'll let you explain
Okay,
like what
you
you
say
were
your idea.
what you were fully talking about.
So I think the college football playoff takes way too long from the end of the season all the way until the championship game.
Because that's what January 12th.
It's like January.
Something?
It's mid-January.
Yeah.
Is when they play the championship.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion, it's a hot take. You just scrap the conference championships, and you don't play the conference championships. You have proved yourself in the conference or in the regular season, whether it's 12-0, 11-2, or 11-1, or 10-2. Because if you think about it, Alabama is playing in the SEC championship. They're 10-2. They're in the playoff before the conference championship. They lose. They get dominated by Georgia in the SEC championship. People are saying they shouldn't get in. Why? Because they lost in their championship game to the best team. Well, I don't know if you're going to say that now because it won't miss, but at the time, the best team in the SEC. And I still think Georgia is the best team in the SEC. I think Ole Miss played a great game. But that's beside the point. Alabama loses to Georgia by a lot in the SEC championship.
Mm-hmm.
So people are talking about Alabama not being in the playoff because they lost to Georgia in the SEC championship, which doesn't make sense to me. So Alabama's 10-3, and they're just hoping to make the playoff when OU and Ole Miss, who were not in the SEC championship, are sitting at home knowing their name is going to get called. When the team that played in the SEC championship is sitting at home wondering if they're going to get called. So I think scrap out the conference championships. Don't play the conference championships. It's very unnecessary. And you have the first round games like the week after the conference championships would be. Because that's 2 weeks before they started this year. That would be 2 weeks before they started.
Mm-hmm.
You play the weekend after the conference championships would start, so you get 1 week off. You get 2 weeks off. The first round, you play the first round games 5 through 8 on the home site, and then the second round 1 through 4 play a home site game. Exactly what Joseph said. They play a home game because they deserve it too. They deserve it more than the 5 through 8. And I understand the only reason they wouldn't do that is because of money. Because you're playing in Dallas, Atlanta, Pasadena, and Miami. 4 huge cities in the United States that are racking in a lot of money. So they probably won't change it. But they need to because the 1 through 4 deserves it. Or you change to a 16-team playoff and you have the 1 through the 8 seeds get a home playoff game. And then after that, you don't play a home playoff game the rest of the way, and you play straight quarterfinal, semifinal, and championship neutral site. So those are my 2 takes what they should do. But I think overall they need to just scrap the conference championships. I don't think they're necessary, and that might be a hot take, but that is my opinion.
Yeah.
It's not crazy.
Sorry, I was laughing at Ethan's text message to the group chat. We were talking about Sorsby, and he was like, Carson said he was going to save the program, and then Ethan texted, "But what if?" and then sent a picture of Tyler Shuck.
Glasses comes back from the Saints.
God.
And that made me laugh a bit. All right. Anything else? Any last comments on today's show?
Tech's offense is horrible.
But we're back next
We
year.
are so back next year.
Brandon Sorsby, please save us.
Said it here first. 2027 National Championship. Texas Tech Red Raiders are going to win it all.
Baltimore Ravens
So.
are up 17-13, and Pittsburgh has the ball on the 2-yard line, 3rd and goal.
Let's
That
go.
was a really long sentence.
Please like and subscribe. We'll see y'all next week. Peace.